Hi YouTube, it's Bean here, and today's video is going to be a Q&A with me. I asked you guys on my Instagram story, ask me a question and I'll answer some of them. So let's get right into it. What age did you realize you wanted to do content creation? This is a great question, actually. So although I've been streaming for 7 years, I think it was only within the past 12 months. So maybe since 2023, so maybe I was like 22 or 23. Let's go with 23. I'd already been doing Twitch, but I mean, and I only started doing YouTube like I would say a month and a half ago, and I love it so much. I love it so much. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, but I never actually knew how. The next question is, what is your favorite everyday part of streaming? This is a great question. I think my favorite part about everyday streaming is that, first of all, the world is kind of in my hands. Like, I get to decide what I do. Like, am I gonna play chess? Am I gonna try a new game? Am I gonna go play Age of Empires 2? Like, it's kind of like create your own day in a way, which I love and I think is super fun. And then, of course, I love having the community of people just who I see every single day and just like see them grow with me. They share parts of their lives and they get to see me grow up. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's probably my favorite part. What game do you want to try most that you haven't tried yet? The game I want to try the most, but I haven't yet I have two. The Witcher, which I have in my Steam library, which I really do want to try someday. And then also The Last of Us, because I hear it's like the best game of all time. The Witcher, I don't know. I feel like I would really like it, even though I've never like seen gameplay. I just like the way people talk about it. I just feel like I would like it. And then Last of Us, I just hear is like the best game. So I feel like as a gamer, I need to complete that at some point in my gaming streaming journey. If you weren't pursuing streaming full-time, what profession would I be doing? If I wasn't streaming full-time, so I was in marketing and advertising. Before streaming, I majored in humanities. So I was just trying to get my foot in the door with jobs. I did marketing for a security technology company. So if I wasn't doing Twitch, I'd probably still be in marketing. My sister did influencer marketing, which I always thought sounded really fun. I'm sorry. I feel like my makeup is like not blended. So yeah, I would have tried to do something like that. I also was applying for state jobs right before I really delved into full-time. So like I might be doing I went to some career fairs. I'd probably be doing like staff service analyst things. I don't know. Of course, if it doesn't work out, I can always go back and enter the career force, which is not a bad idea. So marketing, something for the state. Bleh. How long did it take to build your follower base? In parentheses, I just started streaming. So I have about 21,000 followers as I'm speaking right now, and it's taken me 7 years to get that far. I think I got a good push with Age of Empires 2 early on. Everyone kind of knew everyone, so I got I would say about half my followers from that. And then I started branching out into variety streams, so like chess, Fortnite, Valorant. I would say diversify your streams. I know it's tough because sometimes it's easier to just pick one game. Maybe you get the most viewers with that one game. But if you want the maximum growth, build a small community and make sure they like you for you and they'll watch you play anything. And I think that's the way to build an early following and also market yourself. So, have another outlet. So if it's like you're on Twitch, okay, also have a YouTube channel where you post videos. And then you can funnel people from YouTube to your Twitch or Twitter. Maybe you're viral on Twitter or something, and you can send your tweeters to Twitch. Just like have people know you from somewhere else. I would say that's another tip. But yeah, I would say, it took me 7 years to get here. I think I get the most growth when I'm diversifying my games and my content. That's just my experience. Maybe some people have a different experience. My favorite gaming memory. Ooh, this is a good one. I think my favorite gaming memories, this is tough because gaming is like probably my favorite thing to do in the world, my favorite hobby. Growing up with my sisters, I loved just like waking up in the morning and playing like the Wii or The Sims. Like we'd all fight over the computer. We had 2 computers in one Wii, so we had like a schedule, like Jill and Lily get the computers from 1 to 2 p.m. and then Aaliyah gets the Wii or something, like, because we would fight over it. Of course, like I think right as I started getting into streaming, I would say those early gaming memories, like when I graduated high school and I got back into like hardcore gaming, I would say is another fun time. Doki Doki Literature Club with my sister, Life is Strange with my sister, which I didn't stream that, but I'll always, you know, family gaming. I don't know, I'm such a like nostalgic person, so maybe, I don't know, I guess I don't have like one specific. I'll come back to this if I have an answer. But are you making a living from streaming? Yes, I am. I'm currently a full-time streamer. So what I have is basically different streams of revenue, different avenues of revenue, and I track it all in a Google spreadsheet. So I have merch that gives me some money every month. I have an Epic Games creator code, obviously Twitch, donations, TikTok I now make money from, and then sponsorships. So if games or brands sponsor me, I just track it all. And yeah, I'm able to make it work full time, luckily. I'll do it as long as I'm able. So yeah, I am doing it full time and I'm making a living off of it. Do I enjoy streaming? Yes, streaming is my passion. I think it's one of my favorite things to do in the whole wide world. I don't know what I would do with myself if I didn't stream. I would probably just game off stream, but it would be a lot lonelier. I think when I was working full time, I kind of dreaded waking up. I dreaded life in a sense, and now I literally live life happy. Like I go to bed, like I don't have Sunday scaries, like nothing like that. Like even if I stream every day, like don't have days off, like I am happy and I am enjoying streaming. So yes, I do enjoy it. Any tips for growing on social media, gaming related socials? I don't know if I have the best tips for this question, mainly because I do not have a good return on like my clips going viral or anything like that. I would say, just from my advice, be consistent. I got a lot of followers on TikTok during the Fortnite boom, like when OG Fortnite came back. I think I gained like 40,000 followers, but I never got a lot of likes on my clips. Like my follower to like ratio on TikTok is horrible. I did make a gaming Instagram separate from my personal Instagram, so I can post clips there. I'm only at 200 followers there, but I think if you're consistent with anything, you can see growth there. So, I mean, I still post consistent clips on like YouTube Shorts and TikTok and Instagram. I heard Ludwig say, you know, streams should be you farming clips. I should take this advice myself. Like, you should be farming clips if you want to, like, you know, go viral or something. But I think for me, my strategy is not go viral. It's be consistent, you know, get a couple good people. Like maybe if like one person, even one person watches a clip and joins the community, that's like already a good payoff, you know, instead of like trying to go viral for like, I don't know, and then nobody cares. I hope I answered that well. What inspired me to start streaming? So in April of 2017, I was a senior in high school, and you know, I think I was like just bored or something, and I remembered I really liked playing Age of Empires 2. So I bought it on Steam, on my sister's Steam account, and I would just play online with people. And I realized I sucked at the game. I was like really awful. So I went on YouTube, started looking up tutorials. I found Zero Empires, the Viper, and T90. And I think it was the Viper. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be live streaming on Twitch. And I was like, wait, you can watch people play games like live? I had never heard of that. I had just been on YouTube. So I made a Twitch account immediately. I think I watched Viper and Doubt and like the Age of Empires 2 community for a couple weeks before I kind of started thinking to myself, wait, I have a PC, I have a webcam. I mean, it was hardly streaming equipment. You do not need a professional setup to start streaming. I was like, wait, I can do this. I just looked up an OBS tutorial on YouTube. And again, like I said in my last video, I had half a viewer for my first stream. but I just kept doing it. I don't know, like something about it was really compelling to me. And then the first time, of course, I had chatters, I was like freaking out. I was so happy. So I think, I don't know what the exact moment was. I think just like a love for a community, and yeah, I just wanting to be a part of something bigger than myself. It is the eve of your 30th birthday. Your 20s were a success because blank. So not all my 20s were a success, but I would say my 20s were a success because I got to try out my dream. My parents supported me quitting my job to try full-time streaming. My friends supported me. I'm lucky that I had the opportunity to do so and live at home and try it out. It just wouldn't have worked if I didn't have my family. I was able to try out my dreams, and then also they succeeded for what we can see right now. It's been a success so far. I'm living my dream. I didn't know this was a career, but it can be if I try hard enough. So yeah, I would say, and I'm happy, finally happy. I got to travel a lot. I have awesome friends, awesome family. Yeah. You wake up tomorrow and all your career dreams come true. What would this world look like? Excuse me. What would that world look like? I think I would have a strong core community, which I already kind of have. Like low-key, it would look like what it is now, but maybe slightly more, oh gosh, did I wipe off my makeup there on my nose? Great. It would look like very consistent, like, I don't know. Like if someone could guarantee, maybe like Twitch, here it is. If Twitch offered me an exclusivity contract, I love Twitch. Twitch is my homeland. I have been on other streaming platforms just watching other streamers I like that have been paid to move over there via their contracts. I'm going to go refill that makeup. All right, I fixed it, sort of. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. Twitch would offer me an exclusive contract where they paid me every month. Maybe I would be signed to FaZe or Liquid or 100 Thieves, like signed to a gaming org, and just, I guess, making it more like secure, like a secure job. Like sometimes Twitch is not always the most secure job. I think we can all admit that. So yeah, just maybe like some stability. Gaming org would be cool. Contract would be cool, and just maybe like more growth. I want to keep growing, and yeah, I would get a cat or a dog, and that's not a part of career dreams, but they would be part of the content for sure. They would. So do I like beans? Yes, I love beans in most forms. What is one thing or quality that you wish people knew about you? One thing or quality I wish people knew about me is I'm very introverted, and people are like, no, you're like so good on camera. I'm like, no, like I could go days without talking to someone. Like I am my own best friend. I just don't really need that much social interaction. I don't want to jinx myself. Like, I mean, friends are nice, but I think I'm like very antisocial in some ways. And besides that, sounded pretty negative. A positive thing I wish people knew. I love being genuine and honest. I try to never do something that isn't genuine. And that's tough in life. You know, sometimes you have to like put on like a brave face for like work, a call, you know, like sometimes, but it's very difficult for me to be disingenuous. Very difficult. So yeah, I wish people knew that about me. My height, I am 5'3". Where am I from? I am from California, USA. Go Niners. Out of all questions which come to my mind, there's one I would like to ask you. Do you enjoy your life? I do enjoy my life. At the moment, I think it's very evident when I wake up and get on stream that I enjoy life. I'm happy to be there. It wasn't always that way, and it hasn't always been that way for me. I haven't always enjoyed my life. I definitely went through a rough patch last year where I dreaded waking up and not knowing what I was doing with my life. If that's you, it does get better. There are better things ahead. But But as of right now, I had a great childhood. I had a great teenagehood. I had a great college experience. I think I just went through one rough patch, and it was last year. So yeah, I haven't always enjoyed life. I do right now, just because I feel like my dreams are all coming true. Let's hope nothing changes. I'm gonna knock on wood. What are some things that you do that stand out from other streamers? I don't know if I stand out from other streamers. I try to be nice to everybody. A few other streamers have told me like, oh, you're so lucky that you're able to do variety. Like, you know, you can play any game and you don't really lose a big chunk of viewers. So I think I do variety very well, where like no matter what I play, I'll have a strong central community that'll still be there. Like they would watch me do anything probably. Like if I walked to the store, like they would just be there to hang out with me. So I think just like befriending people, or like just being a like constant source of content. What are some things I do that stand out? I just thought of something. So I think since I've been streaming for 7 years and I live with my parents and my sisters have, you know, come and gone, I think people, you know, and I do dad day gaming with my dad. A lot of people have told me that like healed them, or that they love to watch it. I think just gaming with family, like maybe people feel a part of my family, or just like, I don't know. So maybe that is like some aspect of it that stands out. I haven't really seen that many other streamers like game with their dad or have their sisters on often, or yeah, maybe that might stand out. Favorite Taylor Swift album. My favorite Taylor Swift album is Evermore at the moment. Tortured Poets comes out in 3 days here, so we'll see what changes, but I think Evermore just holds a really dear place in my heart. It really helped me through a tough time, which was like that rough patch I was talking about earlier. So Evermore. What helps me get out of a funk besides gaming? So like I said, I'm an introvert, and what helps me get out of a funk is going on a walk and blasting music that I can relate to, that kind of speaks to my experience. Like, and that helps me through most funks. And I'll give you some suggestions: Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift, Harry Styles. Okay, those are my big three. They will always be my big three. So usually I'll just go for a walk. I have a lot of Spotify playlists and I just walk it out. And I mean, it doesn't obviously solve all my problems, but it really helps center my mind and it makes me feel not so alone. I just love music. So go for a walk, listen to music. That's how I get out of a funk personally. How did I get into AoE 2? So I've been playing AoE 2 ever since I was a kid. I actually started out playing the first Age of Empires. Like when I was a kid, I don't know, something about it. I really like moving the units. I loved games like that. Warcraft 3, Age of Empires 2 and 3. So what got me into it? I think my dad is a big gamer and he would just buy these games and he would just like let us play with them. Battle for Middle-earth was also really fun. Like it's the same concept except like with dragons. Like I just love creating little animals. So how did I get into it? I think, yeah, my dad got it. I was just very interested in the animals, like the horses. So like I think when I was like 8 or 9, I just started playing them casually, very, very casually, like custom scenarios and campaigns and like maybe some single player versus AI or something. But yeah, I've always been intrigued by the horses. I was a horse girl, so. When did you feel you got good at streaming? I feel like low-key, it always came naturally to me, which I'm very happy to say because most things in life growing up, I was not naturally good at. There was nothing I felt I was naturally gifted with. And it was kind of an insecurity of mine. Like, I didn't think I was good at anything, but I think I started out naturally good. I mean, obviously I had like some hiccups and I wasn't like a professional when I started. So when do I think I got good at it? Honestly, I feel like only recently I really started to like get into a rhythm. And by recently, I want to say like September or October 2023 was really a turning point for me. I really started I don't know, I branched out into like Portal and chess, and I had a lot of viewers on TikTok, and I really, like before that, I was just really doing it for fun and like maybe see if I can take it full time. So I mean, like naturally in like the fun ways, like I think I was always good at it. And then like in a business sense, I think only in the past like 6 months. If any, which streamers do you watch and who do you take inspiration from? So I do watch streamers and I do take inspiration, but it's not exactly what you think. First of all, I don't really enjoy watching big streamers for the most part, unless it's like Age of Empires or some professional player in like Fortnite or Valorant and I'm just watching a competitive match. I don't enjoy watching a streamer with thousands of viewers. I more enjoy watching like people from my community or in other communities, or streamers that pop up on my For You page on TikTok and just like lurking. I'm more of a lurker. And yeah, I guess I just like I'm a very observational learner. Like if I saw like a TikTok streamer had like a little goal bar by like, oh, like I want this many diamonds by the end of the stream, and I'm just like, oh, like maybe I'll use that. Or I like what this person's doing, they're vlogging what they do in a day. I just like take little inspiration, or like, you know, like Pokimane, like just like her style of tweeting, like maybe I'll implement that on my Twitter. Or I'd say like I adapt a little bit, but I am like, in a lot of ways I like to say like I'm creating my own path. I don't just like find one person, and it's okay to draw inspiration, but I'm just saying like I don't look at one person and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna replicate everything they're doing. That's just not genuine to who I am. But I like to like take small inspirations, I guess, from, I don't know, like I really do watch like smaller streamers and I like to lurk. But to name a few, I'll say Autumn Rhodes, Autumn Gaming, Alexa is really cool. The Viper is like my all-time favorite streamer. I have his merch. I think the Botez sisters are killing it. But yeah, for the most part, I don't enjoy watching a big streamer unless it's like Kai Cenat. But even then, like I'm not trying to be Kai Cenat, you know, or Jinxie. Like that's just not who I'm trying to be. So like I'll see like what's trending, like, oh, this grocery store simulator game is trending, which I didn't even play. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm kind of just doing paving my own path. We'll see. Let me know if you guys have anyone else to take inspiration from. What do you feel is your biggest strength and weakness? I think my biggest strength is just staying resilient and consistent through the tough times. I mean, not every day as a streamer is going to be exhilarating, thrilling. You're not going to, I don't know, lately I've been wanting to be there every day, but it's not the way it's been historically. But I think I'm resilient and I stick through it, and it just keeps getting better and better. So I think that's the fact that I've just been streaming for 7 years, like with no longer than like maybe like a couple weeks break at a time, is just like really just shows how passionate I am. I think another strength is that I'm passionate. Like I just truly do love doing this. And if I can make a living out of it, that would just be like icing on the cake. Even if I do eventually go back to work, I'm still gonna stream just because I don't know, it's where I feel I belong. My weaknesses, I think, are I'm not great at networking. I tend to stay within my small circles. It's really tough for me to reach out and branch out, but I think I'm gonna go to TwitchCon this year, meet some new people, which should be exciting. But yeah, I'm not like super social, which is not really great as a streamer. Like you kind of need to make connections. I'm like nice to people, but I don't know, I just like I'm so bad at putting myself out there. So I think that's a pretty big weakness. Would you ever focus on one game and get good enough to enter tournaments? It's always low-key been like a fever dream of mine, or maybe not fever dream, what's the word? I don't know, a dream of mine to be a professional gamer. But I think when push comes to shove, like I know, like I've had friends like try to do like competitive Valorant, and like they're always in the coaching, and like I think that would take the fun out of it for me. Like primarily like gaming is like a outlet for me to like enjoy myself and enjoy my time. If I could just like naturally be good at the game, I think I would do it. Like, I don't know, that sounds like a cop-out answer. Like obviously anyone would, but yeah, I think if I could like just casually put enough time into Fortnite and then become pro, I know that's not how it works. Probably not unless it came to me. What has been the most rewarding part of becoming a full-time streamer? There's many rewarding things about it, but among the top, I think, are helping other creators grow. I love to find someone to raid and pass on my community to them, you know, see their reactions. What else is rewarding? I mean, just when people tell me like how being a part of the community is like the best part of their day, or helps them out, or like they like fall asleep to my stream. I don't know, like I feel like just like leaving a positive impact on the world, even though it's small. I know like in the grand scheme of things, like technically my community is very small, but like just leaving a positive impact on the people who I'm around, I guess, is very rewarding. And I guess lastly, inspiring others. I've had a handful of people tell me like they've been inspired to pursue content creation, or just like even start a small stream, like that I've inspired them, so that those are all rewarding things. All right, those are all the questions. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was a pleasure to film it. Thank you guys to everyone who asked the questions, because there wouldn't be a video without the questions. I like how they were very geared towards my stream. I was gonna, if I hadn't asked on Instagram story, I was just gonna Google like basic Q&A. But yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know in the comments and I will try to answer those. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Adios. Until next time.